YouTube? It's your boy Zig, and I'm back with another video. And today, I'm doing a not NBA reaction. What kind of? But a reaction to Jimmy High Roller. Shout out to Jimmy High Roller. The NBA is rigged, and yeah, so we're gonna react to this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, so you turn on post notification. Make sure you turn on post notifications so you notify every time I post. And yeah, let's get into the video. Have a big booty and get in the way.
The good old hot take. The necessary evil of the sports world. Through the good ones, the bad ones, and the downright atrocious ones. We once again find ourselves racking our brains, trying to figure out how some people come up with this nonsense.
Hold on. Somebody said Nikola Jokic is a Domantas Sabonis on a better team. Be for real, bro. Like, Sabonis sucks, bro. Sabonis is so bad, bro. Jokic deserves MVP this year. And I said it. Jokic deserves MVP because look at the numbers he's putting up, bro.
But today, I've done the brain racking for you and found some of the hottest NBA takes on the internet. NBA Finals Edition. So, buckle up. This may be a bumpy ride. Today's video is sponsored by Liquid IV. This summer, stay focused and fueled with Liquid IV. With 2 times faster hydration than water alone and 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks, Liquid IV is ready to change the way you stay
Alright. Okay, we get it.
In the description below to enter. Now, guys,
Alright.
With the NBA Finals upon us, I thought to myself, what better time to take a look at some hot takes? Per usual, I immediately regretted this decision, but it had to be done. So let's jump right in. Now, our first take has been around for decades, and regardless of how insane it is, fans continue to say that the NBA is rigged and scripted. And to that I say, what? First of all, reality is stranger than fiction. The best way to create incredible, captivating moments in sports would be to not script them. You think some dude rigged Kevin Durant eviscerating his calf in front of tens of millions of people? Or what about the Nuggets just sweeping the Lakers? Wouldn't it make infinitely more sense to allow most series to go into 6 or 7 games for more revenue? We had a very real chance at a Celtics-Lakers finals this season. In what universe do the script writers not choose that outcome? I wonder what Chris Paul thought when he got the script and saw that Luka Doncic was gonna walk him like a dog on his way to his 87th second-round exit. If the NBA was truly rigged, why on earth would the most lucrative franchise in the league have virtually no success over the last 20 years? Oh, your team is one of the 29 teams that didn't win a championship this season? It couldn't be that they just weren't good enough. It's because the basketball overlords didn't have it in the script. The biggest suspicion comes from the way refs officiate the games, handing out more fouls to one team than another, making odd calls during crucial points in the game. And believe me, brothers, I'm right there with you. If I had $1 for every suspect call I saw in an NBA game, I'd have enough money to start my own franchise to complain about.
No, he's not lying, bro. I promise y'all, these refs, like, alright, I wouldn't say the NBA is rigged, but I would say the refs are, you know what I'm saying, like, they're cheating a little bit, because there's no way they're, like, the Warriors series, the Lakers, they had, like, I forgot how many free throws. It was at least, like, above 20, it was above 20-something free throws, and the Warriors only had, like, 8, or, like, 2, or, like, 4. Like, that is like that. And I watched all the games. Curry was driving to the paint, but they wasn't calling nothing. But the Lakers, they drive to the paint. They don't even get touched, and then they get a foul call. Like, that makes no sense, literally. And then, yeah, I just feel like the refs are definitely trying to, like. Oh yeah, and I seen that one clip on YouTube, I think, That one clip on YouTube that went viral. Oh no, I forgot where it was, but it's on Twitter or something. That went viral when they seen that when that ref seen, I forgot, he seen somebody make a shot that was going against the Celtics and he got mad. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, the refs are definitely on to something.
That's just the nature of sports. Sometimes things go your way, sometimes they don't. As much as we would like for refs to be mindless robots who get every call correct, they're human, just like us, and they make mistakes. This guy says the NBA is colluding to get the Lakers into the playoffs. Well, then I guess the NBA also colluded to get them swept in the conference finals. I know it's tough to watch your team lose, but of all the excuses we can make as fans, can we please stop resorting to this one? This is a bad take. Now, this next take comes from my man Bill Simmons, who had this to say about this year's Nuggets team.
This Nuggets team is the best team I've seen in person in 5 years, since the 2018 Warriors. Not just better, but really probably beats anybody the last 4 years.
Now, when I first heard this, I thought that can't be true, but it actually might be. Of course, there's no way to know for sure, but going back through the last 8 teams to make the NBA Finals, the 2023 Nuggets do look like possibly the best team. Now, this is all...
Alright, let's see who we got. We got the finals from last year, the Warriors. I mean, wait, no. Because look, the Nuggets lost to the Warriors last year, right? Wait, in 5 or 6? And didn't they have this same team that they had? Oh, wait, I don't think they had Jamal Murray. I can't remember. But, I mean, I guess that's fair. This Nuggets team is probably the best. That is probably fair. Well, actually, 2019 Warriors? I don't think so. With a healthy Kevin Durant, they was definitely winning the finals that year. But I mean, I guess that is true.
Just an opinion, but I think this year's Nuggets team would have beaten the 2022 Celtics and Warriors. They would have beaten the 2021 Sun.
Not true, bro. They lost. Well, even with Jamal Murray, they lost. But I mean, even without him, so I guess you can say they probably would have won if they played him last year. But who knows?
The 2020 Heat, and they would have probably taken down the 2019 Raptors.
Oh yeah, they was not beating the Bucks. Giannis that year was goated, like literally, bro. Giannis cannot be stopped. You're not, bro. You're telling me Jokic can stop Giannis, bro? Did you not just see what Bam just did to him, bro? Giannis would bully Jokic, but Jokic will obviously come back and get him a bucket because anything he throws up is gonna go in regardless. But yeah, that would low key be a good finals. The Bucks versus the Nuggets.
Teams that I think are debatable are the 2020 Lakers and the 2021 Bucks. But if we look at some postseason metrics from these teams, the Nuggets are on pace to being the best team since the 2019 Warriors. In the moment, it may not feel like it, but this Nuggets team is incredible. They beat a loaded Suns team that had the most lethal two-man offensive game in the NBA. They swept a Lakers team that beat the defending champs, and they've done it all in historic fashion. The 2023 Nuggets may just be the best team since the 2019 Warriors. The eye test backs this up, and the stats do as well. Now, this next take comes from a fan who says that if the Heat become the first team to win a championship as an 8 seed, it automatically becomes the greatest playoff run in NBA history. Well, let's look at some of the greatest...
Alright, this last time I'm pausing the video, but look, I'm sorry, but like, the Heat, they can't win the finals, and I'm gonna tell you why. They are too small. Like, so for the Heat to win the finals, it would have to be a good game for Strus, Vincent, and who's the other one? Strus, Vincent, and the other shooter, the other undrafted shooter, and for Duncan Robinson to go crazy. If only Jimmy Butler and Bam is getting buckets, nobody else is doing their job, they're not gonna win because first, the Nuggets have a way bigger team because Strus, Vincent, bro, who's the other one? I can't, hold on. I'm sorry, I gotta find out who the other one. Who's the other one? I cannot think of his name. Miami Heat roster. Oh yeah, Martin. That's his name. Caleb Martin. So Martin, Strus, and Vincent. If all three of those people make their shots, maybe they'll have a chance of winning. But notice how the only game they did win, even though it was only 3 games. Notice how the game that they did win, Strus, Vincent, or Martin went off. All these other games, or the 2 other games, they did not go off. They lost. So the Miami Heat cannot win the finals. They're too little. The Nugget, the first game, I think, they had a mismatch already. And Gordon was babying, I think it was Vincent. So like, and then they put in Kevin Love. But Kevin Love is a liability because he can't score. He only scored like 4 or 6 points. Like, so that's what I'm saying. The Heat cannot win this.
Or rather improbable playoff runs throughout the league's history. The 2011 Mavericks are considered by many to have the greatest playoff run of any team. As a 3 seed, the Mavs beat a 48-win Blazers team. They beat the reigning champions in the Lakers and Kobe Bryant. They beat a young 55-win Thunder team, but most importantly, they beat the Miami Heat and their Big Three in 6 games. A series in which everyone and their mother thought Miami was going to win. But one of the most overlooked runs was back in 1995 when the Houston Rockets won an NBA championship as a 6th seed, currently the lowest seed to ever win a title. If some of y'all aren't familiar with this playoff run, it's almost hard to believe what this team pulled off. Because on their way to a championship that postseason, Houston beat a 60-win Jazz team with Malone and Stockton, a 59-win Suns team with 2 All-Stars in Charles Barkley and Dan Marley,
Bro, come on, bro. Charles Barkley, bro. Come on, bro. Like, Charles Barkley.
2-win Spurs team featuring the
Right. Okay.
league MVP and David Robinson, and a 57-win Magic team with Shaq and Penny. A few years ago, I made a video on the most difficult championships ever won, and the Rockets title in 1995 was ranked number 1. In fact, if we add up the total amount of regular season wins from all the teams the Rockets beat that postseason, we get a whopping 238 wins. Compare that with the 2011 Mavericks and this year's Heat, as well as some other metrics, and it's clear that the Rockets had a much more difficult path to a championship. But the 95 Rockets did have a solid squad surrounding Hakeem, with players like Clyde Drexler, Vernon Maxwell, Kenny Smith, Sam Cassell. This was a good team. The 2023 Heat, however, have absolutely no business even being in the finals. It's literally Jimmy, Bam, and the undraftables. Even the Mavericks in 2011 are a criminally underrated team. They were the 3 seed going into the playoffs with 57 wins. They had an awesome core of players, and they were easily one of the best teams in the league that season. They just had to make it past the heavy favorite to win it all. This year's Heat team was never favored in the postseason. From the very first series, they were expected to get sent home, and 2 of their core players have virtually sat the entire playoffs. So, but
even with Tyler Hero, they still would have lost the finals, bro. Like, well, but they're losing the finals because, like, bro, just come to reality. All you Heat fans, bro. I'm sorry to break it to you, but like, they're not winning. I ain't gonna lie. Watch me talk all this and they win. But look, yeah. So yeah, even with Tyler Hero, he can't even come back. I don't know how he's not back because he broke his hand like the first series. So how is he not back? That was like 2 months ago at least. So
1995 Rockets and the 2023 Heat, it's close. The Rockets had a more difficult path, but the Heat were expected to have absolutely no chance at all. You could make a great argument that if the Heat win a championship this year, it would be the greatest playoff run in NBA history.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So this is a good take. And our last take comes from the legend himself, Mike Breen. During Game 1 of the NBA Finals, Breen had a take about Nikola Jokic that some people didn't really appreciate. And one of those people was in the booth with him.
You marvel at his complete game. He passes like magic, he rebounds like Moses, shoots like Dirk. Rebounds like Moses? Are you Moses Malone? I know. You want to check yourself?
Now, Mike Breen has watched a lot of basketball. He knows the game, and as much as this take seems like a reach, is it really? Breen says that Jokic shoots like Dirk, which is about the highest praise a big man can get, and the numbers support this. Well, Kind of. On short jumpers, Jokic is historically efficient. Both Dirk and Jokic are equally as deadly with their long jumpers, and Dirk is a noticeably better three-point shooter. But there's context missing here, because Nikola Jokic only shoots 39% of his shots from outside 10 feet, whereas Dirk shot a whopping 77% of his shots from outside 10 feet. As efficient as the Joker is, Dirk is the gold standard for a shooting big. Breen also said Jokic passes the ball like magic. And sure, Jokic isn't the engine to the most exciting show in all of basketball, but in terms of moving the rock and getting open looks for his teammates, Jokic does pass like magic. In my opinion, Magic Johnson is still the greatest passer the game has ever seen. Jokic isn't quite that. But if you were to give your top 5 passers in NBA history, who would be on your list? Magic, Steve Nash, LeBron James, Chris Paul, Jason Kidd. Maybe you got John Stockton, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas. But Nikola Jokic is undoubtedly in this discussion. The last comparison that Breen gave was that Jokic rebounds like Moses Malone. And this is where Mark Jackson really lost it, as if the statement was a massive reach. Because it kind of is. Moses Malone was a 6-time rebounding champion, arguably the greatest rebounder of all time. Moses had an 8-year stretch where he averaged 15 rebounds a game. Jokic can rebound with the best in the league, but he's not quite the board-grabbing machine that Moses was. So, in Breen's defense, Jokic can almost pass like magic, he's nearly the shooter Dirk was, and he's not quite the rebounder Moses Malone was. So, although it's a bit of a stretch, I do like this take. But unfortunately, that's all the ranking my brain can handle in one sitting. But y'all know the drill. Leave a comment with your hot take, and as usual, the hotter, the better. Or worse. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
Alright, YouTube, so that was is the NBA rigged? What do y'all have to say about that? Do y'all really think the NBA is rigged? I don't feel like it's rigged. I just feel like there's just like some stuff like it's just the refs, in my opinion. The refs are just kind of like very questionable, but that's really all. I don't think it's rigged, because if it was rigged, they obviously would have tried to get the Celtics and the Lakers in the finals. So, but the Lakers got swept, and yeah. So I don't think it's rigged. I just think there's some stuff like, what's his name, Eric Spoelstra. I don't even know who I'm talking about. But the ref that was reffing for the Celtics, I forgot his name. Oh, it was like something Spoelstra. I don't know what I'm talking about, but y'all should know. But look, yeah, the ref would. I just feel like the refs are kind of rigged a little bit. But anyways. That's the it's NBA reaction today for y'all boys. Hope y'all like, comment, subscribe. I hope y'all like the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. And yeah, I'll catch y'all boys later.